Welcome back to another weekly review. Good day. And so what we have here is US 30, and as you can see, we had a nice profitable week. Because here we took this trade on the when was the 5th? So the 5th was on Tuesday. We had this sell setup right here, where now we had that doji, that hammer, that doji, and then once we had those candles there, we knew we were going down because it came. That was also a retest, and our first target was here because we had thinking that once it comes in, it could bounce up because that was a trend, could bounce up back, but it went to this support area, which was our overall sell trade. And then now it bounced back up to that area. We're looking at it coming back down again, but it didn't activate that setup, as you can see, because we put this setup after the hammer formed, but it created a bullish engulfing. So this was a sell stop. And then we had a buy setup right here, which was triggered. This was this red line here was our first, and that was our overall target, but it went into a loss, right? No stress. Came back another setup, we bought again because now we are still looking at that doji and that bullish engulfing right there, and went back up to this, which was our first target for this previous buy setup. Came back again. Now what we are seeing right here was an ascending triangle, and since it's an ascending triangle, the gap between the beginning and that, which is this gap, right, we took that gap right there and we put it, let me so this was the gap of the trade, and we know that this gap will be our overall target. Well, once the trade opened, and as you can see, it played out along with that first blue line right there. Let me just remove that. Yeah, so this was our first, our second, and then our overall target. But before it could reach our overall target, you can see it came back there after feeding our first and second, bounced back, now created, you see that round trend. Now it broke here, giving us a doji, but then bearish engulfing. That was a retest on that area, but it gained momentum again, breaking that small resistance area, and then now you can see it's shooting up to our overall weekly downtrend. But yeah, that was it for the week. On US 30, as you can see, it didn't push down to this low. It didn't push out to this low. We are still in the downward channel, as you can see, but we are building momentum towards that area right there. And as the market closed, you can maybe see it closing in this area right here, because at the moment it's still 5 p.m. South African Standard Time. So now we can maybe see it coming back to this area and looking at this area start of the week or close of the week, as the market still pushes up, as you can see. On Germany, as you can see, we're building that as we started the week. We started the week and we're now pushing down. As you can see, we had that area there. First started there with the retest, and you can see that's the retest, and now when we got to this area right here, push down, gave us a retest, push straight down to that low, came to this trend line, low down trend line, as you can see. Now we're building momentum, as you can see, in that upward channel, trend channel. Finally, what came to a retest on that because once we're here, we're looking at this being a resistance zone, and you can see upon that retest, we're looking at maybe coming back to this area before bouncing it, but it tested that low, right, gave us a hammer, gave us another, the triple man, as you can see, and now shot up. It kept shooting up until it reached this area, resistance area, where it failed to break, giving us that bearish engulfing and another double bearish engulfing, coming back again to test this area before breaking above. As you can see now, it's aiming to close near or to that downward trend channel, but it's on the upward side, but it's still within the bearish trend channel, as you can see, but tracing that upper limit. And we'll be looking at, because this was our low, and this was our overall low for the week, and now it's low. But yeah, that's gonna be it for Germany. Right here we have gold, and within gold we have this area right with this inward trend channel or inward channel. As you can see, hit that area. Now we're looking at this area on the week open as to it coming back to this area before shooting down, but it created that consolidation phase. As you can see, broke through the consolidation phase and then gave us a retest, and upon that retest we can see now it coming back down, right? And we can see this as well. This as well is another consolidation area right here, but the market did come back to give us a retest, and now we can see this being another consolidation area before another impulsive up move either to the downside or upwards, because this area right here, this area right here is another consolidation, and but now we can see now the market coming back down and giving us another impulsive move to the downwards. But since it's the end of the week, it might close within this consolidation area. Only a few hours left for market trading as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for gold. NES 100, as we can see now in NES 100, the market did it pulled up as we had this R resistance zone, 10 support after it broke about through game for a retest, and now it went straight up. We're also looking at this area being the one for closing. Still remember that it's NFP week this weekend, so that also plays a factor into the upward movement. But you can see that Nasdaq didn't move as much as well. There wasn't big major movement from Nasdaq and US30, but US30 did shoot up a bit while also shooting down. As you can see, Nasdaq also shot down, came for a test in that area. Now it's retesting that overall resistance zone, and that's where it might close, because now after that resistance zone, now it's gonna come back to this shooting to this area and looking to that high of the week. But it's a Friday, market's about to close, so we cannot see that that huge impulsive move of 700 pips happening. But yeah, that's it for NES 100. Bitcoin is still trying to rebound. As you can see, it's coming back to that high, right? That high of the week. This was our another high, and this was our another high. That was also, this was a low. This was a low, because you can see it was playing that area. But this upon week restart was a high. As you can see, market was floating around in that area. Now distant high. Now it's a low. It came to retest that area. Now bounce back up, as you can see, and we had that right area right there, right? But now what we can see, Mike, as you can see the movement, we can see it coming to retest this area during the weekend to hit there and possibly give us a retest before coming back to this area right here and testing it. As well, you can come back for a retest right here and then shoot above, or close below and then shoot to this low or to this area. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the weekly review. Hopefully you like what you see. Comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and let's grow together.